This episode is brought to you by Trezor. If there's one thing everyone is good at, it's spending money. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, or what type of status you have in society. We all have one thing in common: the need for money to survive. But what is money? What exactly are these pieces of paper that seem to buy us freedom, security, and happiness at the swipe of a plastic card? It has been said that money is the root of all evil, while others argue that money is the single most important creation in the history of mankind. The world of money is vast and reaches extensively into all aspects and communities of the world. Today, we'll be focusing on what makes money, money, its value, and how that value is determined. According to Investopedia, money is an economic unit that functions as a generally recognized medium of exchange for transactional purposes in an economy. It generally comes in the form of coins and banknotes, or, in 2021, a digital representation of the coins and banknotes. But before these generally recognized units existed, bartering was the means of exchange. Let's say I was a corn farmer and you're a dairy farmer. If I wanted some milk from your dairy farm, I would trade with you directly. 1 bucket of corn for a couple gallons of milk. If I wanted some beer, I'd have to find a brewer who accepted corn as payment. As you can see, this gets complicated really fast, and not everyone has universally desired goods to offer. To solve this problem, communities banded together in order to create a medium of exchange that everyone valued. This was typically done with metals such as gold and silver because they are highly durable and immune to corrosion. As international commerce grew, countries around the world began to adopt this gold standard. In fact, transactions were getting so large that transporting huge chests of gold were no longer reasonable. The solution to this? Governments and banks started issuing paper notes that served as a representation of the gold they had in their vaults. Before long, the average person didn't even need to have gold anymore because the paper notes were just as good. This brings me to the next point. The inherent value of money is based on trust. It even says so on our money. You and I trust these paper notes are worth $100 because we're told that our money is backed by gold. Or it was until 1973 when President Richard Nixon temporarily suspended the gold standard, which is where we still are today.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets, except in amounts and conditions determined to be in the interest of monetary stability and in the best interest of the United States.
This means that the US dollar, which is also the reserve currency in all central banks around the world, is essentially backed by nothing but good faith. Pieces of paper, or fiat money, have no intrinsic value until the people give it value. Back in the 17th century, Native Americans used wampum, or a string of shells and beads, as money to trade with the Europeans. Imagine if you tried to pay your rent with wampum today. So if money is solely based on trust, whether it's in people or governments, then it's automatically subject to infringement, which is what we've been seeing throughout history. Different countries operate on individual currencies, but our idea of money is rapidly changing. Paper money is becoming less popular. Today, most of what people think of as money are not even things you can hold. They're digital numbers and bank accounts saved in computer memories. While many people still feel comfortable using physical coins and paper, it cannot be denied that the financial industry is evolving to the digital front. As money turns digital, blockchain technology has played a key role in providing security. In 2020, China developed their digital yuan, also known as DCEP, and they have credited the blockchain technology to Bitcoin. Their government has already begun issuing the digital yuan to its citizens, and it's only a matter of time before other countries follow suit. Alright cadets, today we learned that money is an agreed upon medium of exchange for all parties. Money is also a store of value, and it receives its value from people. While there are governing authorities that must regulate our currency, we all trust that our money has inherent value. It is this trust across all parties that enable international exchange and brings growth in the economy. As money moves digital, the principles stay the same. Those zeros in your bank account are nothing but a number until you and I both agree upon those numbers, giving it real value. To make a long story short, money is in the mind. Speaking of digital money, if you're looking to store your digital coins in a safe place, check out the Trezor hardware wallets. With 2 models for both novice and advanced users, and support for over 1,000 coins, you can sleep tight at night knowing that your crypto is being safely stored offline. For more information, visit the link below.